Welcome to my channel. I'm here to make you think. I'm here to enlighten you and show you things that I peep. But before I do that, can you please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel? And be sure to ring that post notification bell so that you can receive a notification the moment I drop a video. And I thank you. Welcome back. Today's video is, unless you've been living under a rock, you may not be hip or understand or been watching or paying attention to what's been going on in the transgender community. They have different ideologies as, most people, and it has you in a state of confusion, for the most part. Now, me personally, I don't have a problem with the transgender community at all, but I just don't understand why they can't answer those simple questions. And it's sad that today's day and age, we're asking questions like, what is a woman? What is a man? And people are scared to answer the way that, they're supposed to answer. They're scared to say, what a woman is, although everybody knows what a woman is, because if you're a woman, you've been living as one, you know that you come from a woman. Everybody knows that that's the only way to come into this planet on this earth is through a woman. Okay, so when they can't answer a simple question like that, it gets confusion, and then they have an answer for everything, and it's very strange. So I just want you to check this out for yourself. And are you ready? Check this out. Just check this out. You could give me your opinion in the comment section.
Have penises, right? Some men have vaginas.
I like scented candles, and I've watched Sex and the City.
Yeah.
How do I know if I'm a woman?
That's a great question.
A woman is not anything in particular.
There is not one particular thing.
Whether you're a woman. What is a woman?
Why do you ask that question?
I just really like to know.
What do you think the answer to that question is?
And that's why I came to a college professor.
What other kinds of answers have you gotten?
A lot of like this, where you're not answering, and I've gotten a lot of that, so.
I think it's interesting that you say that some of the people you've interviewed have been reluctant to answer it, and I think that has a lot to do with the questions that preceded it, and the way that you've conducted yourself in the interview.
How have I conducted myself?
How do you think you've conducted yourself?
You just really don't want to answer the questions, do you?
I came today very willing and enthusiastic about answering questions about women's and gender sexuality studies.
The first answer you should be able to provide is what exactly is a woman?
Well, for me, it's actually a really simple answer, and that's a person who identifies as a woman.
But what are they identifying as?
As a woman.
But what is that?
As a woman.
Do you know what a circular definition is?
I do.
Like what you're doing right now?
Sounds like you would like me to give you a set of biological or cultural characteristics that are associated with one gender or the other.
I'm not seeking any type of definition. I'm just seeking a definition.
I gave you one.
Definition is that a woman is someone who is female, you said, right?
Correct.
Gotcha.
Is a biological female.
So what happens if we have maybe someone who is female, identifies as a woman, right? Cisgender woman, right? As you just explained, but maybe doesn't have the ability to reproduce. Maybe doesn't have those organs that you're talking about that are reproductive organs.
I have answered the question. You stood up here and said trans women are women.
Yes.
Tell me what you mean. What is a woman?
Womanhood is something that, just as Ethan explained, I cannot define because I am not myself.
You used the word, so what did you mean when you said trans women are women if you don't know what it means?
Right? So here's the thing. So I do not define what a woman is because I do not identify as a woman. Womanhood is something that is an umbrella term. It includes people
that describes what?
People who identify as a woman.
Identify as what?
As a woman.
What is that?
Was to each their own. Okay. Each woman, each man, each person is going to have a different relation with their own gender identity and define it differently.
Now, as you can see there, the way they're talking, isn't that confusing? That can't confuse somebody. You know what I'm saying? A regular thinking person. All right, we're going to put it that way. Because to me, this is not normal. So, yeah, to me, this is irregular and illogical and irrational, all of that. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't make sense, period. Now, the woman in the first clip, she said that, some men can have vaginas. When she says that, she got to watch how she say that. Because when you talk about men having vaginas, you're talking about women who call themselves men, which are trans men. Those are still women biologically. So you say men can, men have vaginas, you shouldn't say that because now you're talking about an actual male having a vagina, and that's not what you mean. And don't act so, people act so bewildered when people say, you can't, it doesn't make any sense. They have an answer for it, and that never makes sense. You know what I'm saying? They'll tell you that, No, gender is on a spectrum, and it's not. No, what you're saying doesn't make any sense. And then the transgender doctor, as you can tell, that one with the blonde hair and with glasses that said that a woman, there's no particular way to describe a female. That was definitely a trans woman, which is a biologically born male who believes he's a woman. That was him saying that, which didn't make any sense. So when Matt Walsh said, "How do I know if I'm not a woman?" Like it's ridiculous that you even having this conversation. And then the college professor that he spoke to, he acted like he was completely offended by the question, altogether. He's a college professor. He acted like he didn't want to answer the question. And he still couldn't answer. They never can. That's the strange part. They never can answer the damn question. And then the other male, the last male that spoke, he was talking about what if it's a cisgender woman, which in their mind is someone born biologically a female. In his mind, he's sitting there talking about what if it's a cisgender woman who can't reproduce? That doesn't mean that she wasn't born a female just because she can't reproduce. They think that's what makes you female is only if you can reproduce. That's what I'm saying. Their mentality is not the same as ours. People who know who they are. People like this are struggling with who they are. Some of them hate themselves. And they want to blame society for them dying and committing suicide. But it doesn't have anything to do with society. Because nobody's bothering these people. These people are having problems with their own selves. They said themselves, you know. I mean, look at him. If you know somebody that's born a male, okay, and he's, acting like he's a female, it's because he feels like that in his mind. Doesn't mean that you have to bow down to that and agree with it. It's just like if you act like you're a cat or if you want to act like you're a dog, you think everybody's going to accept that you identify as a cat or a dog? You have to remember what you're dealing with. These are other genders, all right? This is a male and pretending to be a woman, right? Telling you what womanhood is. That's what we are. Because you do realize that we've had, the women of the year is a man. And the female sports, the highest, the one that's doing the best is a man. All right? Like it's not like what you think it is. That's the world we live in. We live in a world where men are getting rewarded, things that are rightfully owned to females. It's sad that this is the conversation that we have, and it's almost like you can't even get the words out to express it. It's like because it's so strange. I'm trying to be respectful because I don't have a problem with these people, but they have a problem with us. All right, they want us to validate who they believe they are. Like we know who we are, so we don't need anybody to validate that, but they need validation. All right, and they don't want to accept that they're struggling. And it's a war going on with them, but it's not us. All right, it's not us. Don't feel guilty for not wanting to call somebody a pronoun. It's hard to do that. It's like changing the whole language. The children are going to be confused. My kids, they better never teach them in school that, these pronouns because they can't live. They're going to be confused. If you're going to say them and they, you got to be talking about more than one person that's not around. It's confusing to be talking about a them or they that's one person in your presence. All right? The language is just too much. It's just too much. And they actually got mad at Matt Walsh for talking about this kind of stuff. I don't see anything wrong with asking people questions. They can't answer a question like, what is a woman? Why is that? It's crazy. It shouldn't even be like that. If you can't answer a simple question like that, then I'm not really sure, why you should be up here saying that you're a woman. That's like me saying that I'm a heart doctor, a cardiologist, right? But I don't have any evidence or anything. I haven't done anything to show or prove that I'm a cardiologist. No one is going to trust me to give them any surgery on their heart because I don't have the credentials. All right? I can't make a baby with another biologically born female because I'm a female myself. All right? It's just not possible. All right? Some things are just not possible. We got to start calling a spade a spade. We can't just be pretending like this is not a mental illness to some degree. And I'm saying to some degree to put it lightly because I don't want to offend anybody. I don't want anybody to think that I'm offended by them. But please don't impose your lifestyle on us. And stop trying to argue with us saying that we're bigots and all this type of stuff when they don't even make any sense, man. And they try to have an answer for everything. They can't answer simple questions. They get offended about the questions. Why? Why would you be offended about the question? Does that make any sense? I just want to thank y'all for watching this video, and I hope that you watched it, to the end. And please let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. Could y'all please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all so much. Please make sure you check out my last video I did on Joe Biden. This video is quite interesting. I appreciate all of you. Please give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and keep subscribing if you are not subscribed to the channel. Trust me, if you are here, it's not by accident. Thank you for watching this video again, and enjoy your Monday.